I've been feeling fine the whole tournament. I've just been finding random ways to get out, and which can happen in this game. Like the last two dismissals, I hit the ball in the middle of the bat, and unlucky the last game I just tried to tickle around the corner for the single and hit it too well and got it all the way to fine leg. And the game before, I hit a switch hit where the ball was just a bit too full, and I tried my best to try and get it over the fielder, and unfortunately just picked him out, which is a bit unlucky. But there's been nothing wrong with my form. I've been hitting the ball as well as ever, and it just happens sometimes in T20 when you just have one thing go against you, it can get on a little bit of a roll. Everything seems to happen again today, and then same thing again today. I get a chop on where I finally start to get some momentum with the bat, and the first mistake you make, sometimes you're out in this game, where other players seem to be able to make heaps of mistakes. So you look at the opposition. We had Parthiv was out a couple of times, and there was no balls. There was stumping was a little bit too slow. We're giving the opposition a lot of chances where we're not getting those chances, which is probably the reason why we're at the bottom at the moment and not winning games, because you can't give opposition chances to have another crack at it, and that's what we seem to keep doing. Pitch was okay. As I said before, we gave them too many chances in the field. We bowled a no ball to get a wicket, and that player ended up going on to get 80. So that's a pretty big difference when he had, I think at that stage he was really struggling. He was, I think, 28 off 30 and doing a good job for us if we had kept him in for a couple more. But then he gets away, gets a second life, and then is able to play his natural game. And we did the same thing for Raidu. He wasn't exactly blowing the game open and gets dropped at deep in wicket. Again, open up the game. He's able to play his free, natural flowing game, hits a couple of sixes and puts us back under pressure. And you looked at the scoreboard after, I think it was 12 overs, and they were 108 or 109, and it was ridiculous because we'd done so well throughout that power play, and all we needed was one or two more breakthroughs, and we just kept on finding a way to let them slip. So our fielding's let us down massively in this game. It's been probably the thing that's been holding us together. And pushing the games as deep as they have gone the last few games, so it's disappointing that slipped at a key moment for us. No, I wouldn't say we were too desperate. I don't think there's such a thing. I think everyone's trying to, no one's trying to make a mistake, but it just seems that we're making the mistakes at the crucial times in games where other teams are taking those. They're taking good catches. They're getting direct hits. Their big wrist shots are just clearing the boundary. Like, I think they hit a couple of sixes that went about a metre over the rope. Compared to us, it feels like we have to hit it 20 metres over the fence to get a six, and that's just the way it's going at the moment. It just hasn't quite rolled our way. But it only takes one thing just for it to change, and I think you're seeing it in Shaun Marsh's batting. I think the way he's batting and striking the ball is beautiful at the moment. And it only took one shot. It took a good cover drive off Morne Morkel a couple of games ago, and he hasn't looked back since. And I think the same will be for myself and David Miller. I think we're obviously quite reliant on our overseas batters in our batting lineup. And all it takes is just a cover drive or a good pull shot or a cut shot to get that flow going again and then feel invincible. And we had that a few years ago, and we need to get that back as soon as possible, because all you need to do is get a couple of games in a row, a couple of wins, and all of a sudden the competition's rain scared.